Ron Klatz, Dr. Ron Klatz, who is a very accomplished physician who has developed, he has over how many patents? Over 10 patents to your name?
Well, I've been involved with about 150 patents through my biotech companies, and I think there's well over 10 patents that have my name on them, specifically as inventor or co-developer or co-inventor, but as administrator or co-developer or involved in the research, about 150.
So incredibly impressive. You're also the founder of World Health Net, the founder of the A4M, which is the Association for Anti-Aging Medicine. Your patents, many of them have to do with brain resuscitation and preserving organs for transplant. Like you pioneered the process for preserving kidneys for kidney transplants. So it makes all the sense in the world that the next thing that you would do is something much more practical and less of an emergency, but something that everybody is facing, which is aging, which there are scientific things that you can do to forestall the inevitable. Of course it's inevitable. Of course aging is inevitable, but or is it? You know, maybe the more you know about stem cells and things, maybe it is not, and that's actually a question that you've been asking.
Well, that's actually one of our taglines or mottos is that aging is no longer inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
That there are technologies that are out there that can slow the aging process, and in some cases actually reverse the aging process in some organs. And we're doing it right now. The American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, the A4M, has been around for 25 years. This is our 25th year, and we have trained over 150,000 health professionals, mostly physicians, in 120 countries around the world. We have a membership of 28,000 physicians and scientists in the academy right now. And our doctors are administering to tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of patients worldwide. And if you look at the stats on life expectancy and the stats on degenerative disease, they're moving in the right direction. And it's mostly because of this new awareness of what we like to call anti-aging and regenerative medicine.
That's even suggesting that people take vitamins in 1991, you're saying, was actually
verboten.
Yeah.
Verboten. How horrible that a physician would suggest that their patients take vitamins. As a matter of fact, there were doctors who were losing their licenses.
Wow.
In insanity. But the establishment has always been against change and has always been against innovation. I'm very sorry to say that, with your career and in some cases with your life.
So the latest assault on your work, Dr. Klatz, and that of the A4M has come in the form like of a two-punch against Brenda Fitzgerald, who is Donald Trump's appointee to the CDC, and now an article, so that the scathing article about this appointee being wrong for the job because she practiced anti-aging medicine, which is absurd.
Totally absurd. She's a very, very competent.
No, that to me says that she's a very hip doctor. That tells me that she's a highly informed physician. That's what it tells me.
Oh, totally. I mean, this lady has a stellar background. I believe she's 70. She looks like she's 50. Sharp, a very sharp woman, and probably one of the best appointments in public office that I've seen in many, many years. But I guess she made the mistake of being appointed to the head of the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, for President Trump, and the New Yorker just attacked her viciously.
They savaged her.
Yeah.
But I saw that you guys posted a rebuttal that was actually very strong and unimpeachable.
What we're up against with this type of yellow journalism, and that's probably a nice way to put it, is we're up against an establishment. This isn't just the work of inexperienced or mistaken or or ego-driven young reporters who have nothing else to do with their time. This is there is an unseen hand behind all this. And I hate to sound as if I'm
Conspiratorial, as they say. They call it conspiratorial.
yeah, but it is. I mean, why else would you attack physicians who are doing nothing more than giving patients vitamins to help improve their nutrition and metabolism? The argument against what our doctors do is specious. It's not based in fact. It's not based in reason. It's just an argument against it that is conjured up and has an emotional cover thrown over it, so to rile up the public. But the point of the matter is that on investigation, none of this stuff holds water. But that doesn't stop these publications from printing them, and it doesn't stop the opponents of anti-aging, regenerative medicine, stem cells, new biosciences, natural cancer therapies. It doesn't stop any of those critics in their tracks because they will not be dissuaded by what is real science. They will not be dissuaded by the facts, and they will not even be dissuaded by what is good. So you have to ask yourself, it begs the question, what is driving these opponents? Why on earth would they want to fill the body with synthetic drugs as opposed to natural agents that we know are healthy, that have been with us for millions of years? Why would they be against doctors who are practicing natural medicine as opposed to medicine by the book, by the FDA, by the pharmaceutical companies only? What is the basis for this, and why is, when doctors care about their patients and are doing the right things for their patients and are acting out of conscience, why is that somehow wrong?
The latest, yeah. Now they're coming back, and it's Allure magazine has this spread of all these famous movie stars and fashion models and icons, and they're all railing against anti-aging medicine. Meanwhile, the ads that are placed beneath them on the web version of the magazine, of the Allure article, are a bunch of ads for anti-aging creams. It's just completely, it's just incoherent. It's completely incoherent.
It is, and Allure themselves have said that they will not reject anti-aging ads because that's what pays for the printing of their publication.
Right.
And that's what their magazine is all about.
It's totally all about
incongruous.
Yes, it is. They need to get it together, get coherent, because their message is really garbled.
But again, I think it goes deeper than that. I think that it's not the people of Allure that are doing this. I think that there is a message that is being handed down from above. And medicine is very tightly controlled. And it's tightly controlled by a small group at the top, and they like the status quo. They like things just the way they are. They don't want people living a whole lot longer. They don't want to change the system very much. Things need to move at a snail's pace, and they don't like revolutionary change. And unfortunately for the controllers, anti-aging, regenerative medicine, the new science that's coming out of laboratories right now, the stuff that Google and Larry Ellison and Facebook is funding, the research that they're funding in the field of regenerative medicine, it's all coming to the fore, and it's coming faster than anybody can control it. And it scares these people. And so what we're looking at is an attempt to kind of denigrate the field of anti-aging regenerative medicine. Just like
incredible. Well, Dr. Klatz, great speaking to you and great learning more about your work. And we'll get through this Allure magazine bogusness.
Oh, I'm sure we will, and I appreciate the opportunity to set the record straight. And for those of your listeners who are interested in learning more about anti-aging medicine, worldhealth.net, which is the official website of the A4M, is free. And we have literally hundreds of referenced scientific documents and scientific articles on there that talk about every aspect of advanced preventive medicine and how to live a longer, healthier lifespan. And it's the newest drugs and newest therapies, also profiles of the doctors who are practicing this type of medicine, and anyone who's interested in the longevity dividend. Well, they're free. It's all free, and we recommend they go to worldhealth.net